Okay, let's continue our project. Previously, we already covered our project using Git and React. Now, let's open our code in Visual Studio Code. Let's go to your terminal. I'm using PowerShell. Okay, in our project folder, learn React. Let's type code, space, dot, and press enter. Okay, now you may see that uh, in public folder we have our web icon py.svg, and everything that we will work on is in src folder. Okay, so let's open your app.jsx. Maybe you will find that in my screen everything has already been deleted, everything is empty. Now you should do it too. Please delete everything in app.jsx so we can create our first component. Also, delete everything in app.css. Let's delete everything, save it. And also in index.css, delete everything, save it. We will apply our own style. And then let's go to terminal. Because I have a very small screen, I will move my terminal into here. I will put it in very left. Let's npm run dev, and let's see. Okay, now everything is empty. Okay, go back to Visual Studio Code. Now let's create our first component. You may type import start as React from React, and then function, the name of our component, we should call it app. Remember, to create component in React, we must use first capital letter like this. If not using capital letter, the React will not recognize our function as a component, but instead React will recognize this as just JavaScript function, just like regular JavaScript function. Okay, so we need to make it capital letter first when we creating our component. Okay, so in best practice we should make our component in camel case. For example, camel case is like this: app React. Nah, so we have this first capital letter, this is the most important, and secondly we can create the second letter in capital 2. Now this is what we call camel case. This is the best practice when we creating React component. Okay, let's delete. We just call it our component app, and then open square bracket, enter. Let's just return an HTML. Now, before we going on, let me finish this first. Hello world. Okay, don't forget to export our component function. Okay, before we going on, I want to tell you something, that every React component should be enclosed by a div or by a fragment. What is fragment? Fragment is something like this. Nah, you may create it like this, or you may create it like this, but everything should be enclosed in HTML component. So we cannot doing something like this. It will parsing an error that JSX element must be wrapped in enclosing tag. So we must enclose our HTML in something like div or fragment, like I show you before. But if the HTML is only one line, you can just typing like this without any enclosing tag, and you can just remove the something like this. But the best practice is we are going to enclosing everything in a div. Okay, that's what I want to tell you, that everything in React component should be enclosed by a div. Okay, later you can just use fragment like this, but for now let's just use div. Okay, now let's see in our web browser. Okay, great. Now we already have our first component. Okay, I want to tell you that every React component actually it is just a regular JavaScript function component. Okay, sorry, I mean every React component is just a JavaScript function. So if we want to put something in here like variable title React, for example, you can, because it's just a regular JavaScript function, and you can call the title in here like this. Let's save it and see in our browser. See, so we have our component more dynamic, but please take a note that because this is just a regular JavaScript function, so if we put variable in a function, just as we already know, whenever the function is called, the variable will be redefined again. So to avoid that, if the variable is not really needed by the function body, let's just put the variable outside of our function like this. So we will just call the variable only once, and will not be redefined again whenever the function is called. It will the result in browser will be the same. See, but the variable will not redefine again whenever the function is called. Okay, this is the best practice, unless you really need the variable in your function body, such as if you put some parameter in here, then you can put the variable inside your function. Okay, for now let's just delete this, or I will just put it in here. Okay, I think that is all about our first React component. In the next video I will show you about, no, I will introduce you about React JSX. Okay, how to properly use it and how to put attribute in our HTML JSX. Okay, thank you. See you next time.